All right. I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, and I don't know what direction it's gonna go, but it'd be dumb of me to keep thinking about it and wanting to do it and not do it. So here we go. This is concepts with Kimbler. I'm gonna talk about different concepts I like in fighting. I don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna limit it. It might be a concept of anything, fighting or life. But today, an idea or a concept that I've had in my mind for really like 2 years now, maybe even farther than that, is that in any of the combat sports where striking is involved, such as Muay Thai, MMA, boxing, kickboxing, I don't believe in stances. The only reason stances should exist is for the sake of communication. So we have the words orthodox and we have the words southpaw to define it when I'm talking to a person or when a person is talking to me to talk about a situation. So that's going to explain which hand's in front of the other and which is in the back for your cross and your jab. And also how we've connected, a jab being a 1, a cross being a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's also based off your stance. However, in fighting though, in the live moment, if someone is committed to only one stance and only practicing out of one stance, they're literally only using 50% of their body or capability. There's a lot of things I compare to when I think of this idea. One of them's like, it's real simple, is in basketball, you got to dribble with both hands. There is not a star basketball player in the NBA who cannot dribble ambidextrous. And even beyond that, I feel like most of them can shoot ambidextrous at that level. And all that is repetition. It's not a God-given gift or a size advantage or anything like that. It's just the practice of doing it over and over and over. So the same thing should exist in striking. Another thing, I like this comparison a lot more when people that know me personally, when I talk about vision and having your eyes up, I'm always thinking of back when I was about 12, 13, or 14 when I'd watch like the X Games and motocross. And around that age, not everyone could do a backflip. Travis Pastrana was like, man, he was probably 16, maybe even younger than that. He was popular, but he wasn't like the top dude. I'm wanting to say like a guy named Mike Metzger. I might have the names wrong. But I distinctly remember this one X Games. I remember one year someone hit the first backflip. I don't know who it was. It might have been Travis. I don't know. But someone hit it, and it was a huge deal. No one had ever done it in motocross. And I remember Dave Mirra hitting a double with BMX. But anyways, then the next year, a couple more people could do it. So like year one person does it. Year 2, maybe 3 do it. Come year 3 or 4, if you got a field of 15, 7 to 10 of them do it. And you're going to have to do it in your run if you're going to win gold. Like, it's just become a thing. You can either backflip or you can't. The field's broke up like that. You're either that talented or you're not. And I've really, really put that a lot with vision, but that's more at the local level, because when I turn on UFC, everyone's got their eyes up. I don't feel like it's that much of a debate. But definitely still, even at the highest level, I see people sticking to just southpaw or just orthodox. And for those of us that do train and everything, you can even see it here. Like 2 days ago, I was rewatching Tuivasa versus Cyril Gane. And when Tuivasa was taking a lot of those body kicks, he tried to switch stances, and you could even see the recognition when he took a stance and went to take a step, how he felt uncomfortable because he wasn't fully practiced and trained in that. And another part that's hard to explain in this concept is someone won't understand this concept until they go through it and do it. We as humans don't understand something. No, we think we understand something until we truly do. So, I'm trying to think of a really good example. Someone will say you gotta like punch down the pipe when you throw a jab. You gotta punch straight when you throw a jab. It sounds simple. Punch straight when you throw the jab. The jab should be straight. And then you watch them go. And you're like, well, that's not quite what you should do. You got to keep your arms straight. You got to come down the pipe. And all that means something, but you don't understand what it means until you do it correctly. So when a fighter advances to where, and I feel like almost all the top ones nowadays switch stances, but there's still a lot at the top that don't. When a fighter advances that far to where they're switching stances constantly and they're not committed to one or the other, they're going to understand more of what I'm saying than if they don't. Someone can sit on the outside and be like, well, no, this. Well, some of you that know me locally, we would talk about go to the outside of the leg. Go to the outside on the league leg. That's where you want to go. That's where you want to go when you're staying in the same stance the whole time. But if my stance switches, the game completely changed. That outside leg changed. My inside leg changed. Everything is different. And there's not a conversation to be had until you can understand it to have the conversation. And you're not going to understand it until you go through it and practice it and do it over and over. Trying to think if there's any more points I like on that one. But this is the first of one video, of many videos, hopefully. Now that I'm at the end of it, I actually really enjoyed doing that. Hopefully I don't sound crazy or anything. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. I don't believe in stances except for communication. If you're going to succeed in fighting, you should be ambidextrous with your feet and with your strikes.